Hello friends, in this video I shall take up the important concept of splitting into partial fractions. Now whenever a rational expression is given to you and you have to split that rational expression into its partial fractions, then it takes a lot of time, especially at class 12th level when the students are using this concept in the topic of integration. So the Vedic method of Parivartya Yojit, I have written it here for you. This will help you to split the given rational expression into its partial fractions. So I am taking some simple partial fractions first so that you can learn how we can really get to the partial fractions in very less time. So let's see the first question. Suppose here we have the numerator as 2x plus 3 and in the denominator we have two linear factors, that is one is x plus 1 and the other is x plus 2. So this is a very simple question of partial fraction and we can do it traditionally also, but using this Parivartya Yojit will help you in splitting this in very less time. So we all know that the degree of the numerator here is less and the degree of denominator is 2. When you multiply this will be a quadratic equation. So we can split this directly in partial fraction, that is a upon the first factor x plus 1 and plus b upon the second factor x plus 2. Now this is the traditional thing and now we need to find the values of a and b. Uh, by taking LCM and then by comparing the fractions, you will have two equations in a and b which you have to solve by using the methods for solving the linear equations and get to your answer. But Parivartya Yojit will tell you that you don't have to do that. You can find a and b directly. Now see, when you have to find a, the denominator is x plus 1. So if you put x plus 1 as 0, this will give you x equal to minus 1. So for finding the value of a, what you do is you take the numerator of this fraction 2x plus 3 and substitute x is equal to this value. So 2 into minus 1 plus 3, and in the denominator you have, in place of this, because you have already put x plus 1 equal to 0, so x gave you the value minus 1. So in place of this you will have minus 1 and this plus 2 will come as it is because we have not used this. We will be using this in finding b. So this is direct method and now you can very well simplify this. 3 minus 2 is 1 and in the denominator we have 1, so the value of a is 1. Very easy, very compact method, and you can find the partial fractions very easy. Now see, for finding b, x plus 2 will be 0 because underneath b you find x plus 2, so x plus 2 is 0, so x gives you minus 2. Now the value of b will be, again take the numerator and put the value of x as this, so minus 2 plus 3, and in the denominator, since for finding b we are not using x plus 1, so this plus 1 will remain as it is and this x plus 2 gets converted into minus 2. So this will give you minus 4 plus 1, that is minus 4 plus 3, that is minus 1, and in the denominator 1 minus 2 is minus 1, so this is 1. So the values of a and b are 1 and 1 and that gives you 2x plus 3 upon, that is the given rational expression, as 1 upon x plus 1 plus 1 upon x plus 2. Students, this is a very simple example. I have taken this example just to tell you the method so that you can be aware of the method and then use it for difficult problems. So let's take one more example of this kind. This time I am taking little bit larger numbers. Suppose we have 4x plus 198 upon, okay, let's have x plus 7 and x minus 6. Now you can do it directly using this method. See, I am splitting this. This is a upon x plus 7 plus b upon x minus 6. Now the value of a will be, see, I am doing it directly now. We have x plus 7 here. So in the denominator we will have, in place of x plus 7 we will have minus 7 and this minus 6 will come as it is, and in the numerator 4x plus 198, so 4 into x, the value of x will be minus 7 plus 198. Now this is what you have to simplify, and then for finding b, 4 into, if you put this as 0, this will be 6. So this is 6 plus 198 upon plus 7 will be as it is. You don't have to change the sign of the other, and this will become plus 6. So now you have to simplify these two and get to your answer very easily. Now simplification of this will give you 198 minus 28, that is 170. So this is 170 upon minus 13. So the value is minus 170 upon 13, and the value of b, 198 plus 24. This is 222 upon 13 again. So 222 upon 13. So how we split the fraction, this given rational expression, into its partial fractions? This will be a means minus 170 upon 13. So 170 upon 13 times x plus 7 plus b is 222 upon 13. So 13 times x minus 6. So you can check it by traditional method. I am sure you are going to find the same answer while dealing with different fractions. So friends, this is a very easy method, and solving this these two steps will consume only about 10 seconds for getting to the answer. So very useful for class 12 students, and we shall take up more complex examples of this Paravartya Yojit Vedic mathematics trick for partial fractions in my subsequent videos. Till then, you can practice this kind of these kind of questions and wait for the second part of the video to come. So if you like this video, do share it with all those friends who are studying in class 12 and preparing for competitions, and do not forget to subscribe the channel.